Hi everyone. Hi my precious people out there. Today I am going to talk about domestic violence and abuse. When we talk about domestic violence and abuse, many people really don't know what it is all about. Some people are the abuser themselves, but they really don't know. Follow this, watch it, and know what domestic violence and abuse is all about. Know what is domestic violence and know what is abuse. When people think of domestic abuse, they often focus on domestic violence. But domestic abuse includes any attempt by one person in a marriage or intimate relationship to dominate and control the other person. Domestic violence and abuse are used for one purpose, just to gain and maintain total control over your partner or the other person. An abuser doesn't play at all. An abuser uses fear, guilt, intimidation to wear you down and keep you under their finger. Domestic violence and abuse can happen to anyone. It does not discriminate. Abuse happens in any relationship, in all ages, background, and economic levels. While women are more often the victim, men also experience abuse, especially verbal and emotional abuse. In all abusive behavior, is never acceptable, whether from a man, a woman, a teenager, or an older person. Abuse is abuse. It's not acceptable. Everyone deserves to be happy, to feel valued, safe, and respected. Domestic abuse often escalates from threats and verbal assault to violence and physical injuries, the obvious danger. When people see physical injury, that is when they really understand that there is a domestic violence in that relationship. The emotional and psychological consequences of domestic abuse are also severe. Emotional abusive relationships can destroy your self-worth, your self-esteem, and as well lead to anxiety and depression, and make you to feel helplessness and alone. I'm not saying that domestic violence or abuse is the only causes of anxiety and depression. There are other things that causes anxiety and depression. A lot of other things out there that causes it. So the pain of being abused is not it's not what one have to endure. It is so painful. And your first step is to know that your relationship is abusive. How to know if you are in an abusive relationship? As I said earlier, not all abusive relationships are physically violent. The fact is that emotional abuse in relationships is more common than physical abuse, because in emotional abuse, they sugarcoat it with love or sort of fake love and devotion, and it seems passionate and romantic. They can hurt you and buy you gift. You won't even use it to know that your relationship is an abusive one. What to consider abusive behavior? There are things to consider as abusive behavior. When you see these signs of abusive behavior, you know when to get help. Those things are what? Humiliation, control, blaming, neglect. In humiliation, they will insult you, belittling you, and criticizing you at all times in any little thing you do. Control, they will act jealous, They will be acting jealous. They will be controlling you, what to wear, where to go, how to dress, tracking you here and then, monitoring who is following you on social media or who you are following. They will even consider they are the one who will tell you when to visit your parents and when not to visit your parents. They will just be tracking you, pressurizing you, controlling you left, right, and center, monitoring your movement. So, trying to know whom you are following in the art of blaming. They will be accusing you of cheating. Blaming you of wrongdoing. Even when they do you wrong, they will now claim to be the victim. Neglect. They will be neglecting the communicate. They will be neglecting you. They will be avoiding communication. They will be withholding themselves with affection. The way you guys normally used to do, they will be withholding themselves from it. Sometimes they're refusing your food. That is what is considered abusive behavior. Things you have to see in that relationship like this: you don't make your own choices. The other one tells you what to do, how to dress, where to go and where not to go. You're always afraid on how your partner may react. So you always apologize for your action, even when you are not sure of what you are sorry for, what you are apologizing for. You're always apologizing. Even before you said a word, you started apologizing to melt their anger. Your disagreement turned into shouting and fighting, as they want you to agree in anything they said. Rather, argument turns to insult and threat. I will kill you. You don't know who I am. I will kill you. I will show you. They will be threatening you. So from seeing all these signs of abusive relationship, when you see them, try to get help to avoid danger and killing one another. If you think that you are perfect in your relationship or in your marriage, check with yourself with what I've said here as signs and what to consider abusive relationship or abusive behavior. Check yourself and know if there is ones you are doing. Then try to work on yourself, because you are the abuser yourself. Some people will be abusers. They don't know that they are abusing their partner. Some people are the abusers themselves. They really don't know. They think that the way they talk to their partners is normal. The man will be like, he's the head of the house. I can talk to you anyhow, without knowing that all those words you are talking to your partner, you are killing your wife emotionally. Some people think that since they are not women beaters, that they are perfect in that marriage. It's not only when you beat that person, which is the violence, causing blood, causing swollen faces, and causing injuries. That's the violence you all know. Then that abusive part of it, when you are insulting your wife, talking to her, I have heard, if not because of me, you won't be where you are today. If I didn't marry you, who will even marry you? I've heard many bad things about you, but I came to marry you, I still married you. Then the wife will also say her own. This and that, you are met at them making it, you are not making it. Her fellow guests, their husbands are rich, but her own is poor. You are not, you are lazy, you are not hustling well. So all those abusive words is killing someone. It's not good to be having those words in a relationship. It's from that abusive words that fighting starts. From abusing each other, threat will start. From threatening, other things will follow. So we said, I will kill you, I will use knife, I will kill you, I will use spoon and pluck off your eyes. You are threatening your partner, though you are not beating that person, but you are also abusive in that relationship. You are also abusive in that marriage. So when you think that you are Mr. Perfect or Mrs. Perfect, check from all these things I've said here and know where you are abusing your partner. Know where you are abusing your husband or your wife, when the spouses are abusing each other, so that you will have to mend your ways. And also know when to get help when you cannot hold it anymore, when you cannot tolerate it anymore, when it is too much. You know when to get help. Don't keep quiet in a relationship where you are seeing all these signs. Don't keep quiet in relationship, in the marriages where you are seeing all these signs. Try to speak out. Are you a husband? Are you a wife? Know that you are abusing your spouse with your words. It's not only when you guys are fighting that you know that marriage or relationship is not healthy. So having seen all these things, having heard these things, know that you are abusive in one way or the other, and know how to amend your ways. Guide your tongue so that you don't speak evil or ill about the other person. Not only in marriages and in relationships, boyfriend and girlfriend, that violence and abuse happen. Parents also abuse their children in one way or the other. The way you talk to your child, the way you talk to your children, you think that you are training them, that you are disciplining them. You are hurting them emotionally. You are killing them psychologically. It is wrong. So know the type of you are choosing words. Know the type of word you choose to talk to your children and other people. Siblings also abuse their fellow siblings. Maybe you are the breadwinner, or you are the one who make it. You think that other ones who didn't make it, they are lazy. You are calling them, they are not lazy. Their mates are there making it. They are not making it. You are killing them with that. The way you talk to them. So let everyone know how to talk to each other. Don't tell your friend or your siblings or your children that other people are making it, that other people have passed their exam nicely, but not you. You are not doing well. People are doing successful in their business, but you are not doing well. So it's not only in marriages that you have abusive marriage or relationships. So from seeing all these things, learn and know how to work on yourself, and know when you need to get help you need. Is a abuse at the workplace. A co-worker can abuse you. A friend can equally abuse you. So all these are signs and types of abusive relationship we have. It's not only partners, husband and wife, or boyfriend and girlfriend, or people into relationship that can abuse. Co-workers can also equally abuse their co-workers. Parents can abuse, siblings can abuse. So let us all know how to guide our tongue so that we don't use abusive word to our fellow human being, because it hurts. If you don't know that it hurts, it really hurts. Thank you.